Many hit-and-run cases don't end with an arrest, but such is the case tonight with this man. 28-year-old Eliu Montez Garcia is being held on charges of leaving the scene of an accident in connection with this weekend's hit-and-run killing of a Denver valet. Police are not saying if he is the driver of the white truck seen in the surveillance video leaving the scene of Saturday night's accident at 9th and Lincoln. In fact, many legal experts say when it comes to hit-and-run cases, finding and prosecuting the guilty driver can be very difficult. Fox 31's Greg Nieto joins us live with more. Greg?
Yeah, Ron, we actually talked to one criminal defense attorney who says the ratio, the scenario, the equation actually is pretty simple. The more people inside the truck, in this case in question, the greater chances of conviction. Dan Recht is a Denver criminal defense attorney who is following the hit-and-run death of Jose Medina very closely. He says hit-and-run cases can be tough to prosecute sometimes, but in this case, the more people who may have been inside the truck in question Saturday night, the better chances of conviction.
I would say yes. If there were passengers in the truck, generally that's helpful to the prosecution.
Because in theory, ultimately, you're hoping somebody will kind of fall over.
I mean, you want someone to roll over and say it was him that did it.
Recht says in cases where the driver is the only occupant in the vehicle, conviction could be a little tougher to get. It all depends what facts the DA's office has.
What is it that's tying this guy to the accident? Does this guy have an alibi? Has this guy confessed? Are there people that pointed the finger at him? I mean, there's so many variables that we don't know the answer to at this point.
He says whomever the driver is in this case, the bigger picture is the greatest lesson.
If you cause an accident, often accidents are accidents, but not done intentionally.
Sure.
You stop and you do the right thing and you get out and you help whoever you hit.
Meantime, here at 9th and Lincoln in downtown Denver, the memorial for Jose Medina continues to grow outside of the Rockstar Lounge, which is open this evening, Ron. I should mention the attorney that we spoke with says at the very least the driver responsible for this tragedy is facing at least 2 felonies. 1, vehicular homicide. Number 2, for leaving the scene of an accident. Ron?
So I take it if you don't get somebody to roll over or you don't have an eyewitness, it is difficult.
Very difficult, Ron, and once again, if we're just talking about a solo driver, the only person in the vehicle, it's going to be kind of tough. If you have 2 or 3 passengers inside, ultimately they're hoping somebody, yes, as you mentioned, will roll over.
All right, Greg, thanks very much. Greg Nieto live tonight in Denver. An update to a Fox alert from an early